Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been making waves in the global financial landscape, the emergence of BRICSCoin, a new player challenging the supremacy of the US dollar. The Russian ambassador to South Africa showed a symbolic banknote of 100 BRICS and presented it to the UAE ambassador in Pretoria. The symbolic banknote was demonstrated on Tuesday evening during a ceremony at the UAE embassy in South Africa. On one side of the bill, the flags of the 5 founding BRICS countries are depicted, and on the other, the flags of a number of other countries, including the Islamic Republic of Iran. This banknote also bears the inscription BRICS New Development Bank. In recent years, the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, have been laying the groundwork for a groundbreaking initiative. This initiative aims to introduce a unified currency known as BRICSCoin, designed to reshape the way international trade and finance operate. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is that one BRICSCoin is currently equivalent to a whopping $55, making it an intriguing contender in the world of currency. This development has captured the attention of economists, policymakers, and financial experts worldwide. In this video, we'll delve deep into the fascinating journey of BRICSCoin, its potential impact on the global economy, the challenges it faces, and what the future might hold. So stick around as we explore the rise of BRICSCoin and its potential to reshape the currency landscape as we know it. So what exactly is BRICSCoin? Well, it's the brainchild of the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries have come together to challenge the status quo of the global financial system. BRICSCoin represents their ambition to reduce their dependency on the US dollar, which has long been the dominant currency in international trade. Imagine a currency that unites these economic giants and potentially shifts the balance of power in the financial world. That's precisely what BRICSCoin aims to achieve. It's more than just a currency. It's a symbol of cooperation and a challenge to the established order. You might wonder why these nations want to create their own currency when the US dollar seems to be doing just fine. The answer lies in a desire for greater economic autonomy and geopolitical influence. Firstly, BRICSCoin aims to reduce transaction costs. Currently, many international transactions involve converting local currencies into US dollars and then into the target currency. This double conversion incurs fees and is subject to exchange rate fluctuations. BRICSCoin seeks to streamline this process, making cross-border trade more efficient and cost-effective. Secondly, it's about geopolitical leverage. The dominance of the US dollar in global finance gives the United States significant influence over other nations. By creating their own currency, the BRICS nations aim to reduce their vulnerability to US economic policies and sanctions. It's a move toward greater economic sovereignty. But it's not just about reducing dependence on the dollar. BRICSCoin also presents an opportunity for these nations to boost their own economic development. It could potentially attract more foreign investment, as investors seek to diversify their portfolios with this new, promising currency. Now, here's where it gets interesting. BRICSCoin is more than just a digital currency. It's built on a robust technological foundation. Blockchain technology, the same technology behind cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, ensures transparency, security, and efficiency in BRICSCoin transactions. This technical aspect sets it apart from traditional fiat currencies. The world of currency is evolving, and BRICSCoin is at the forefront of this transformation. It's not just a concept anymore, it's becoming a reality. Looking at the BRICSCoin from first ever mention, the currency poised to challenge the US dollar's dominance. Picture this: top officials from the BRICS nations gathering to discuss a currency that could potentially reshape the global financial landscape. That's precisely what's been happening behind closed doors. These nations have been diligently working on the development of BRICSCoin, and the results are starting to show. Over the past few years, we've seen significant progress. Central banks and financial institutions within the BRICS bloc have been actively collaborating to lay the groundwork for this ambitious project. This isn't just a casual endeavor, it's a well-thought-out strategy to create a currency that can rival the mighty US dollar. But what sets BRICSCoin apart from traditional currencies? It's the technology that underpins it. BRICSCoin is built on the same blockchain technology that powers cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. This means every transaction is transparent, secure, and efficient. Imagine a currency that leaves no room for fraud or manipulation. With blockchain, every transaction is recorded on a decentralized ledger, making it virtually tamper-proof. It's a level of security that the traditional financial system can only dream of. This technical aspect also means that BRICSCoin operates independently of any single nation's monetary policy. Unlike the US dollar, which is subject to the Federal Reserve's decisions, BRICSCoin's value is determined by market forces and the economic stability of the BRICS nations. So, here's the bright side of BRICSCoin. It combines the economic might of 5 powerful nations with cutting-edge technology to create a currency that's efficient, secure, and free from external influence. It's a glimpse into the future of currency, and it's poised to challenge the status quo. The most contentious question is if the BRICSCoin will be able to knock off the dollar. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the exchange rate. As of now, one BRICSCoin is equivalent to a staggering $55. This eye-popping exchange rate is turning heads in the financial world, but how did it come to be? And what does it signify? Firstly, the 1:55 exchange rate was not arbitrarily set. It's a result of careful consideration by the BRICS nations. They've taken into account the economic strength of their collective bloc, the stability of their currencies, and the desire to make BRICSCoin a formidable contender on the global stage. But it's essential to remember that exchange rates can be influenced by various factors, including market sentiment, geopolitical events, and economic conditions. So while one BRICSCoin is currently valued at $55, this rate could fluctuate in the future. It's a dynamic exchange rate that will be closely watched by economists and investors alike. BRICSCoin isn't just a new currency, it represents a challenge to the long-standing dominance of the US dollar. The US dollar has been the world's primary reserve currency for decades, giving the United States immense power in the global financial system. But BRICSCoin, backed by 5 economically significant nations, is seeking to change that narrative. One of the immediate impacts is the reduced dependency on the US dollar for international trade among BRICS nations. This means less exposure to currency fluctuations and the influence of US economic policies. It's a move toward greater economic sovereignty and stability. Moreover, BRICSCoin could become an attractive option for international investors looking to diversify their portfolios. It offers an alternative to the US dollar, potentially reducing the dollar's dominance in global finance. But here's where it gets interesting. BRICSCoin operates on blockchain technology, which ensures transparency and security in every transaction. This can be particularly appealing to businesses and governments worldwide. The reduced risk of fraud and corruption could make BRICSCoin a preferred choice for international transactions. And let's not forget about de-dollarization. The BRICS nations, along with other countries, have been actively seeking ways to reduce their reliance on the US dollar. BRICSCoin is a significant step in that direction. It's a clear message that these nations are diversifying their currency reserves and embracing alternatives. So, is BRICSCoin gaining traction among the BRICS nations? The answer is a resounding yes. The groundwork laid by these nations is bearing fruit as they embrace this new currency. Several BRICS nations have taken significant steps toward the adoption of BRICSCoin. They understand the potential benefits it brings to their economies, such as reduced transaction costs and increased economic autonomy. For instance, Russia, one of the key players in the BRICS bloc, has shown keen interest in BRICSCoin. The Russian ambassador even presented a symbolic BRICS currency to the UAE ambassador, highlighting the importance of this initiative on the global stage. Additionally, South Africa, another member of the BRICS group, has made strides in adopting BRICSCoin. The BRICS Bank recently issued its first South African rand bonds, signaling a commitment to embrace local currencies for trade and financing. India, too, is actively working with other BRICS nations to make BRICSCoin a reality. They are collectively pushing for this currency to reduce their reliance on the US dollar. China, the economic powerhouse, has been at the forefront of de-dollarization efforts. The country has been hoarding gold and actively diversifying its foreign exchange reserves away from the US dollar. BRICSCoin aligns with China's broader strategy to reduce its dependence on the dollar in international trade. What are the challenges that BRICSCoin might face? Despite the bright prospects, BRICSCoin is not without its challenges. One notable obstacle is regulatory hurdles. The international financial system is heavily regulated, and any new currency must navigate a complex web of regulations and agreements. Achieving global acceptance will require extensive negotiations and cooperation. Additionally, there's the issue of international trust. The US dollar has a long history of stability and reliability. Convincing other nations and investors to put their faith in BRICSCoin will take time and consistent performance. Another concern is the potential volatility of BRICSCoin's value. While the exchange rate is currently favorable, it could experience fluctuations, impacting its attractiveness to investors and traders. Furthermore, the geopolitical landscape plays a crucial role. The BRICS nations are not the only players in the currency game. The United States, the European Union, and other economic blocs also have a vested interest in maintaining their influence. This could lead to economic rivalries and challenges. In conclusion, BRICSCoin represents a significant shift in the global currency landscape. Its current exchange rate of 1 BRICSCoin to 55 US dollars is turning heads, and its potential impact on the global economy is undeniable. However, challenges lie ahead, from regulatory hurdles to building international trust. The currency revolution is underway, and BRICSCoin is at the forefront. As BRICSCoin continues to gain momentum, several scenarios emerge on how this digital currency could shape the world. Scenario 1. Economic autonomy. BRICSCoin could empower BRICS nations by reducing their dependency on the US dollar. These countries may gradually shift their foreign exchange reserves from dollars to BRICSCoin, giving them more control over their financial destiny. Scenario 2. International trade. BRICSCoin has the potential to become a preferred currency for international trade. Its blockchain technology ensures secure and transparent transactions, making it an attractive option for businesses worldwide. This could lead to increased adoption beyond BRICS nations. Scenario 3. Global reserve currency. While it's a long road ahead, BRICSCoin could challenge the US dollar's status as the world's primary reserve currency. If it gains trust and stability over time, more nations might consider holding BRICSCoin in their reserves, diversifying the global currency landscape. Scenario 4. Multipolar currency system. Rather than replacing the US dollar, BRICSCoin may contribute to a more multipolar currency system. Several currencies, including the euro and Japanese yen, could share the stage, reducing the dominance of any single currency. The rise of BRICSCoin has broader implications for the global economy. It represents a shift towards a more balanced and diversified financial order. Here's how. De-dollarization. As BRICSCoin gains prominence, it contributes to the global trend of de-dollarization. Countries are actively seeking alternatives to the US dollar to reduce their vulnerability to US economic policies and sanctions. Economic sovereignty. BRICSCoin empowers BRICS nations with greater economic sovereignty. They're less susceptible to external economic pressures and can set their financial agendas more independently. Blockchain technology. The use of blockchain technology for BRICSCoin transactions sets a new standard for transparency and security. This could influence the adoption of blockchain in other financial sectors, transforming how we conduct business globally. As we wrap up this journey into the world of BRICSCoin, let's recap the key takeaways. BRICSCoin, the currency of the BRICS nations, is set to challenge the dominance of the US dollar and foster a more balanced global financial system. BRICSCoin adoption is gaining momentum, with several BRICS nations actively working toward its integration into their financial systems. While challenges like regulatory hurdles and building trust exist, the potential benefits of BRICSCoin, such as economic autonomy and secure transactions, are significant. BRICSCoin represents a shift towards de-dollarization, where countries seek alternatives to reduce their dependence on the US dollar. Now it's time for your participation. We want to hear your thoughts on BRICSCoin and the future of global currencies. Do you believe BRICSCoin can truly challenge the US dollar's dominance? What role do you see it playing in the evolving financial landscape? Leave your insights and opinions in the comments section below. And don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video informative, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on the world of finance and global economics. Sharing this video with your friends and fellow enthusiasts can also help spread awareness about the changing dynamics of the global financial system. Thank you for joining us on this exciting exploration of BRICSCoin and de-dollarization. If you're hungry for more knowledge about finance, economics, or any other intriguing topics, be sure to check out the other videos on our channel.